offense at the line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the Rams punter now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Off play action. Whitfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
The trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Drew Sanders in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Browning. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw.
Here's a diving catch right side. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Broncos at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
On 1st down, Whitfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Another run with McAllister. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Off the play fake. Whitfield. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Whitfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 37 yards. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
97.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Off play action. Whitfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Off the play fake. Whitfield. Flushed out right.
This will be caught. Judy.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go with McAllister, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Whitfield. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Riley Moss. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Hey, smash.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On the give, McAllister with it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A handoff to McAllister. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big loss here as he's taken down. Baron Browning, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp,
39 yards.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. This is McAllister. A beautiful fake. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball. Keep their...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Shakes off the sack. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And now here is another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, here's Williams. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's brought down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Ready.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. If not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunities for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. Vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick of it. Tired for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time.